All right. And then, guys, talking about, this right here. When it comes to even the first Suicide Squad. Okay, so this right here, Peter Safran confirms Will Smith couldn't reprise his role as Deadshot in the Suicide Squad due to scheduling conflicts. Anybody believe that? Because you shouldn't. Okay? It's funny because, when we talk about people, goddamn Floyd, when we talk about people involved in, when it comes to Warner Media, Warner Brothers, stuff like that, nobody ever talks about Peter Safran. Nobody really does. I mean, he handles casting and stuff like that. I've heard not so great things about him either. But when it comes to this right here, does anybody actually believe that? Does anybody actually believe that Will Smith just couldn't cut out time to to play a comic book character that was in a movie that made over $700 million, that was pretty popular? Yes, it was a little divisiveness that came with the movie, but does anybody actually believe that Will Smith, god damn this fly, does anybody actually believe that Will Smith couldn't just find time to do the Suicide Squad, the second one? So what's going on, Music Man? You shouldn't believe it. You shouldn't believe it. Okay, I think I've even said this before, and I'll say it again. I honestly believe, and what I've kind of heard about this is the fact that, when things that happened with the first Suicide Squad, and then the fact that Ayer wasn't going to do the second Suicide Squad, even though there was plans for him to do it, I think Smith said, no, if he's not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. Okay? Does anybody want to look at Will Smith's IMDb? Should we look at Will Smith's IMDb right now? Let's look at Will Smith's IMDb. Let's see here. Okay, pull up Will Smith. Let's see. I mean, apparently he was so busy. So, according to Safran, he was very busy. All right, let's look at Will Smith's IMDb right here and see how busy he was. Why couldn't he do? Why? Okay, for some reason. Let's come on, internet. Or what's going on? Click that. Okay, there you go, IMDb. All right. So let's look at this right here. Let's look at Will Smith's IMDb. All right. Let's see. Let's go through this. I mean, obviously, he's making a line of work right here. All right. As an actor. All right. What does he got? Announced, post-production. Okay. So he's got one movie coming out in 2021. Okay. Everything else is in pre-production. Okay. He's filming Emancipation. We heard about this. I think that's with Barry Jenkins. Cool. But, other than that, there's nothing really coming out in 2021 except for this King Richard movie. Interesting. Very interesting, huh? Yeah, well, let's see. What producer? Yeah, he's got some stuff coming out, of course. We got what they're really going to do, the Karate Kid Part 2. Karate Kid 2? I hope not. No, but yeah, he's got, he's a big producer on like a lot of things. I could see that too, but I'm just saying, guys, busy, too busy. Scheduling conflicts, yeah, that's anytime, when you always hear about celebrities getting a divorce and they say like irreconcilable differences, yeah, they just fucking hate each other, okay? Money, somebody cheated, that's just the way it is. That's usually the way it is. I'm fairly certain that if Will Smith wanted to do the Suicide Squad, Will Smith would have done the Suicide Squad. I'm just saying. Yeah, it just doesn't seem... The first Suicide Squad, regardless of what people think about it and how, divisive it kind of was, it still made a pretty good amount of money for being a movie about villains. And it didn't have China, okay? The movie didn't have China. It still made over $700 million. What do you talk about worldwide? No China. Those guys, they didn't want to have it. That's right. But what happened was, they didn't bow down to him like, those people over at Marvel when they do the Doctor Strange and they had to, change the Ancient One just to appease China. It didn't work out. But yeah, Suicide Squad didn't get released there. Still made so much money. Just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think Ayer and Smith developed a pretty good relationship because remember they did Bright for Netflix, and I think with everything that happened and when it came to Ayer just kind of getting ousted for doing the Suicide Squad sequel, Smith was like, didn't want to do it. Hopefully he comes back. because we all like his Deadshot, but I'm just saying, I don't believe Mr. Safran. I don't believe that I don't believe that there was actual scheduling conflicts. It just, when you're Will Smith, and one of the reasons why that movie, and even like looking at it from Warner Brothers standpoint, if you're like, you're one of the reasons why that movie was huge. I mean, let's face facts. Margot Robbie, Will Smith. I mean, it was great. Them two were the ones. It's like those were the stars, the big stars of the movie. Jared Leto too. How do you not try to work it? I mean, it just, I don't know. It's stuff doesn't add up, and I think Smith was like, So that's just me.